So welcome in everybody to Between the Pages Paper Cuts Edition, episode 4. We are on episode 4. I now have this straight in my head. This is the most submissions I've had in a single Paper Cuts episode, and I'm going to be talking a lot. So I brought my water. I have awkward tasting energy drink, jalapeno strawberry. So this is the portion of the segment where I'm kind of going to be ignoring chat so I can get through what I need to get through. Mods are going to be paying attention to comments that I might need to address later. We're going to have a post-episode discussion, and then I'm going to end the episode, and then we're going to have a post-post discussion because that's what you guys like to do. So, hi YouTube, let's get started. So episode 4 is what I have now called freestyle. And instead of having a prompt like I normally do, everyone that submitted was allowed to do whatever they wanted. So this isn't a theme, and it's important to remember that you don't have to just write. And we have a couple other submissions. Last time there was some singing, and it was wonderful. I loved it so much. I'm kind of upset that Joe did not submit his song that I really wanted, but maybe in a future episode he will. So remember, every episode, this is open to any form of creative expression, any form. This week we have photographs, and we also have photographs of, I'm pretty sure it's weaving. It's beautiful and wonderful, and I can't wait to show you guys. So you can create anything that you can create can be featured here on Between the Pages Paper Cuts. And normally, like I said, I do a prompt and it keeps us in a theme. It gives us focus and a goal to work towards. But this time I opened it up. Everybody was able to do anything that they wanted to submit. Like, especially like if you have an older work that's sitting around and you're like, I really want the community to see this. I want to share this. Please. We're going to be doing freestyles, not all the time, but we're going to be doing them periodically. And I really think that that's something that opens it up a little more to the community. So without further ado, I put my submissions in order of which they were submitted. So Wolf Slayer, our very own Wolf Slayer, usually is the first person to submit to me. He's always early. It's fantastic. I have time to review his work. So Wolf Slayer's submission comes with a trigger warning. It's a little bit traumatic. So if you start to feel uncomfortable, or if you think that you might feel uncomfortable, please take a minute. We will welcome you right back to, on the next submission, so don't worry about that. So again, without further ado, Wolf Slayer submission. As a famous Game of Thrones actor once said, I have been to the darkness. As most of you now know, my childhood was, let's say, interesting. But my only sense of peace was the water. No matter how bad everything was around, no matter how many of my friends died around me, the water was my place of peace. I was, and still am, a gifted swimmer, able to clear the full length of a normal-sized swimming pool underwater in a single breath in under 45 seconds. It got me a lot of attention, but as I hit my teens, I became more hollow on the inside, like a part of me that should be there was gone. Like an empty shell whose spirit had died, but my body kept going. I had long ago come to terms with my own mortality, knowing I would likely die dramatically, being shot, stabbed, left to die alone, and had accepted that death had become one of the friends I truly had left. But I knew one day it would come and take me to death death comes for us all in the end. But it seemed to have a particular interest in me now. To take a leap forward to 2016. When I woke up, I couldn't remember where I was. I felt sand running through my fingers and a pounding in the back of my head when I moved my hand. I realized something was wrong. I was underwater. I opened my eyes and looked around. I was resting next to a rock about 30 feet underwater. I scooped my legs underneath me. I saw a trail of blood in the water. As I moved, I had some type of head injury. I was bleeding. I pulled my hands underneath me, and a rush of memories came back to me. I was at the beach. It was surprisingly warm. There were police and ambulance crews and lifeguards everywhere. I couldn't recall how long I was underwater, but given my heart rate, I knew this was bad. I looked up and saw the light shimmering on the water. There was a darkness on the edges of my vision. I realized then I was dying. And if this is how it ends, I need to make sure at least there is a body to bury. I kicked off the ground and spun around. Looking back, I saw a trail of blood and a pool of red where I kicked off the ground like a sticky red flare from a jet with 2 flares on its marking where I had turned and looked back up. I was close, but I felt weak. The darkness was growing and I could see my vision was blurring. I was close to death. I kept kicking my legs as hard as I could. As I started to struggle for breath, I looked up. Everything was a blur. I kept saying to myself, give them a body, I'm ready. Give them a body and I'll go. They will be okay. I was close to the surface now. I can see waves. I'm gonna make it. I felt my hand break the water. Then I blacked out. I woke up again in the back of an ambulance. I shot myself up, gasping for breath, eyes wide open, the ambulance driver banging on the driver's side compartment, calling out, "He's alive." The crew member then tells me that an alert went out after I didn't resurface, and lifeguards were in the water where I was last seen, that they had seen my break of the water surface, and I was pulled out of the water. I had had a faint heartbeat, but as they got me into the ambulance, it stopped. They worked on me, but it didn't come back. Later, I found out that what happened is called Lazarism. My heart stopped, then restarted on its own. For weeks after, I was tormented by nightmares, my brain consciously trying to process what happened. I felt different. I had given everything to the water. Come out changed. I had died, but came back. The same but different was more focused, driven. I turned my back on who I was, became reclusive. I hid myself away from the world and shadow in a crowded, fell away from those who I'd used to consider friends and became more than someone born into darkness, but now reforged, renewed, and left with what was once my old life behind. So yeah, this is some scary stuff here. I don't know many people that can relate to that feeling. But I promise you that you are not alone. I know for a fact that you're not alone. This was a powerful work that describes something terrifying and life-changing on a scale most people can't comprehend. I really like to work with you. If you're interested in fine-tuning this work, if you're looking for a critique anyway, I know that you submit incredible and amazing works every time. Every time you blow my mind. Every time you come up with something amazing, and I never expect it. It's always something unexpected. But if you are looking for a critique, I would really like you to go through and edit, mostly for punctuation. Unless you want this to be your own oral recitation, because I know that we've talked about it before. All you really need is grammatical edits. Right now, the work that you submitted to me was very lacking in punctuation, and I would really like to work with you on that if you are interested. Other than that, I think we could also look at refining some of your allegory. You did an excellent job, but I think that we could do a little bit better fine-tuning it. It's my personal opinion on that. But again, amazing, fucking amazing work. I was not prepared for that. I really wasn't. Gnarly, I love it. Yes, it was incredible. Really strong work. I agree. I personally enjoyed a lot of the word choice you used. With relatively little similar experience, I was still transported into those moments. I could feel the cold water, so I appreciate that personally. Good, good. Chimeras, nice story. Even my brain explodes trying to understand everything after 3 years of school English. Yeah, I totally get that, Chimeras. I've studied a lot of languages, and sometimes I'm like, I know what you're saying, kind of. All right. So yes, that was amazing. Thank you, Wolf. Again, you're blowing my mind. You exceed my expectations every time. Get readjusted. Let's get comfy, because this one's a little lengthy as well. So this one I am super thankful for. This is her first submission to Paper Cuts. Thank you, Starbuck, for giving me a ride. I don't want to spoil anything, but the next submission, it comes from Starbuck, and you guys, are you ready? Are you fucking ready? And Starbuck, if I mispronounce anything, please phonetically point it out, and one of my mods, whichever one of my mods is able to, will grab it and correct me when I can, okay? Your punctuation is not crap. Stop it. All right, so this next submission is from Starbuck. There is no trigger warning. It's amazing, though. All right, here we go. It's entitled Aaron. Please make sure that I said that right. I'm gonna say Aaron. So. The sun was deadly in this wasteland. The sweltering heat baked the ground where she stood. The bodies of her soldiers lay where they fell along this march of death after succumbing to its overwhelming heat. Part of her wanted to give them their final rites, to turn back and abandon this path of destruction. Those thoughts were quickly snuffed out, the pulsing rage, then cool disdain. Weakly, all of them. They had been ambushed, and the Overlord had ordered her to buy him time. The sound of metal on metal brought her back to focus. Grunts of exertion and screams echoed in the narrow canyon. Quiet. She stood waiting in the middle of an ancient carved rock formation. The sound of metal on metal brought her back to focus. Grunts of exertion and screams echoed in the narrow canyon. Quiet. She stood waiting in the middle of an ancient carved rock formation. The sound of metal on metal brought her back to focus. Grunts of exertion and screams echoed in the narrow canyon. Quiet. eyes closed. Blood stained the rock and sand. The dark-clad bodies of her soldiers and the sand-colored ones of their enemy were littered about in crumpled heaps. But she did not notice. For a moment, she reached out with her mind and felt the soul flames of a number of beings spreading out around her. She opened her eyes and a rush, static, making her body shake. She saw movement to her left and right simultaneously, and twisted, lashing out with a shield bash that sent a man flying, while striking out with her sword low at her second attacker. He stumbled over it and rolled away, bouncing up to face her again. A semicircle of attackers, 5 strong, all with cuts and bruises. The rightmost one edging slowly to try to widen her angle of defense. They were lightly armored in tans and browns, leather mostly, with some chain here and there. Most were armed with long, curving swords, but one had a long, shafted battle axe. It did not matter. It took a brief moment to take note of where the sun was in the sky and readied her. Her dark cloak whipping about her as the wind kicked up sand and dust. Own squared off again, their faces indistinct to her, the breeze swirling with the smell of blood and death around her. Even the sun seemed to be against her, laying waves of heavy, stifling heat on her armor, threatening to roast her. Sweat plastered her dark hair to the side of her face. She needed to end this quickly and rejoin the Overlord. A drop of blood slowly gathered at the tip of her sword, and time seemed to stand still. It fell. For a brief moment, the bright sun twinkled through it before reality snapped back with deadly vengeance. She became a dervish of death to her foes. In a swirl of smoke and darkness, she seemed to be everywhere at once, striking, cutting, and cleaving. A drop of blood hit the ground, and she was alone, on one knee where she had stood, sword hand propping her up from gasping. She felt the pulsing rage fill her skull, and she screamed with laughter as the bodies of the 5 men she killed fell around. Vision dimmed red. The soul flames left the bodies of the fallen. White flame and blood mist swirled. The haunting screams of the dead spirits flowed into her, filling her with newfound strength and life. She stood, and with one motion, flicked the blood from her sword. After all these years, she still wasn't entirely used to the things she did. The blood shadow magic would overcome her in desperate times, and she would do what needed to be done. She remembered most of what happened to her shadow. But most of the time the images were hazy, as if viewed through a red veil. Thinking about it all, the why of it all, made the corner of her vision blur a bit, red haze. It was not her place to consider such things. She surveyed the carnage around her, decapitated corpses, rended bodies spread at her feet. Their blood was splattered over her face, all around her on the arid wasteland ground. She smiled to herself, blurred vision, her mind clear with deadly. She whistled, and out of the nether strode her shadow man, dark flesh that seethed with the shadow power, a dark flame burning deep in its. She gently stroked the side of its face, once a magnificent warhorse, Dalmir, now converted to the dark magic Hyrule, the goddess of shadows and blood magic, her patron. She mounted and felt the dark crystal at the base of her mount's skull. A shadow slave crystal that, if removed, would kill its host immediately. Her hand involuntarily reached behind and found her own crystal as she murmured a prayer to God and spurred her mount forward. She could feel the Overlord's presence ahead of her and knew there was work yet to be done. As the sun beamed down on the shriveled bodies of the dead, the Death Knight, once known as Aaron Oakford, galloped. Holy shit, Star. Holy fucking shit. I didn't even write that. Like, literally, I'm about to read to you word for word my notes that I wrote immediately after reading this. But, okay, let me read my notes. Let me get through my notes. Fucking wow. That's my note. Fucking wow. Like, I will prove it to you. I will show you my entire page of notes. But fucking wow. I need the manuscript now. And why are you not submitting for publishing? These are my notes, Star. These are my fucking notes. I don't know if you all know why I got an undergrad in English, but I knew that while I can write some things, I have no talent for longer works. I don't. And I wanted to be an editor to help writers become authors. This is the reason. This works like this is what I would be looking for to get you published. Oh my amazing. Fucking truly amazing. I have no pointers. I have no pointers except for minimal, very minimal grammatical edits. And that is something that like would be taken care of during editing. Holy shit. Holy shit. Like Chimeras, brand new fucking person. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my god, guys. Never even heard of you. What? Who am I? Muzzy. I am Olivia Nessa. Nessa for short, Nessa the Grey. And right now we are doing what is called Between the Pages, the Paper Cuts edition. I go through my community's submitted works, whether that's writing, poetry, pictures, photographs, something you painted, something you drew, something you've sewn, something you've weaved, and I submit it, I exhibit it to the entire community and for Twitch to see. So, Muzzy, if you are interested in either participating by submitting or even just absorbing some works, I am a professional librarian, and while COVID has taken my librarian job away, this is a way for me to share with the internet, the entire world. We got Chimeras, who's brand new here from Germany. I'm touching lives and bringing my community's amazing talents forward so it can be shared with the world. But yes, that's who I am, that's what I do. That's what is going on. Anyway, Star. Star. I am blown away. Blown the fuck away. Star. Star. Oh my god. Just, I read a lot. I read a lot. Like a lot. And I read a lot of fantasy. I don't know if you know this. Fantasy is my favorite. But let me look at everything. What's going on? Oh god, yes, it's so good. It does transport you completely. I felt it. I smelled it. Oh my god, I felt hot. I mean, yes, this fucking onesie is hot, but like I felt the sun just beating down on me. I felt the weight of arm. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Yes, fucking damn. Anyway, thank you, Pink, for helping me out. You just need to turn off whatever cuts out at lower volumes. I don't know how to do that, sweetie. I don't know what that means. Ooh, anyway. Spiru Sparawulu. Thank you so much for the new follow, Buzzo Baboo. Buzz. I'm gonna say Buzz. I'm gonna call you Spiru and Buzz. Thank you guys so much for the new follows. Welcome in, grab a book, settle in. We are going over Paper Cuts episode 4. This week's community submissions are blowing me the fuck away, guys. I am blown the fuck away. And whoever can help me with noise gates later on, help me out. Because apparently it happens a lot between the pages, and I want to fix this because you guys are missing some really great shit, and I don't like that part. Star is unbelievably talented. Fucking wow. So wonderful, so wonderful. It's gonna be like right under my nose, guys. Like, I don't know if I'm too loud now, but the mic's gonna be under my nose so you guys can hear me. And I don't cut out, hopefully. I have the first 6 chapters, then the epilogue. Star, was that the epilogue, or was that a prologue? Or tell me about it. Anyway, Umbreon won. Yes, Team Umbreon. Wolf, you missed my recitation of you. That is all you missed my recitation of you, and depending on where you are, you might have missed Stars, which is fucking wow. Please check the VOD. The video will be up on YouTube in a week or so, depending on my editor's workload. We don't rush my editor. My editor is amazing, and we love him. I can share the writing with people. I definitely want to read it. Attempted writing fiction. Right. Spiru, thank you so much. Hello, welcome in. Right? They took her library. They did not take my library card. They took my library position away. Hello. You're grinning. I'm glad. I like to add smell into. Wait. Hopefully you guys cannot hear my stomach growl. I don't know why. I did eat, I swear. Yes, thank you so much for your contribution, Star. That was amazing. Your writing is addictive. I am down with that. Nessa Boomer. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but Nessa Boomer. I don't know what that means, but okay. Buzz is my nickname. Good, because that's what I'm gonna call you. My name is Kula E. Zaire. Kula E. Zaire. Am I saying that correctly? I'm fucking it all up. Please, Buzz, phonetically spell something. Spider! Spider's up in here. Nope. It's only when you lower your voice for drama. God damn it. Who have I missed? Wolf, you missed you and most of Star. I think it's a noise gate. Probably. Fix it now. I am not going to fix it now. I will fix it after the episode because this episode gets uploaded to YouTube. So we will figure that out after the episode. It's mostly because you talk slowly and quietly for effect. Well, that's why it's in my fucking mouth now. That was the epilogue. That was the last page. Oh, so good. That is unwritten. Right? Wolf, yours was amazing. Holy crap. Mass, thank you for correcting him. I want to hear more writing. Ryan, I'm gonna get to it. I gotta catch up in chat to see if I missed anything important. I didn't know it was effect. Okay, effect is action happening now. Effect is the result. Thank you. She is a fantasy. Alright, effect is something that has an... I'll submit 1 page a week. Alright, I love it. Spider, I appreciate you. I will check DMs later. I love you. I'll be watching the VOD. I'm pissed. Oh, I know, Wolf. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I love you. Alright. I'm a goof? Yeah, that's true. Oh, shit. Did I say that for real? Got him. Rip. What's my favorite anime? Shit. What's my favorite anime? What is my favorite anime? There's a penis in the first... Alright, cool. Cool. I just want happiness in me, but without the H. Courtesy of, of Crystal. FPS Crystal. She is amazing, guys. But she said that on Twitter and I loved it. Anyway, what's my favorite anime? This is a guilty pleasure, and it's an old one, or an older one. But it's actually called Vampire Night. Please don't hate me. If you missed previous paper cuts and want to check... Oh, Mass. You are my love. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. So, This next submission is actually gonna be our very first picture, but it's a picture of the actual work, not the photograph is not the thing that was nice choice. Thank you, Thor. And Pressa9, thank you so much for the new follow. Appreciate you. So mass fave mod confirmed. Stop. Stop. All right, okay, guys. We're focused here. The next thing is a picture of a work. This is our very first non-written, well, no, because Thorsenheim did the song last Paper Cuts. But this is our very first, like, made. Like, physically, she made it with her hands. Saridwin, I don't know if you're here, but if you are, come check this out, guys. Come check this out with me.
Hey, it's no big deal that you don't know.
Shut up, Siri. No one asked you. Ta-da! Ta-da! Look at this shit. Guys, this is a towel that she has woven? She is woven. My bad. Fuck that. She is woven. It's sitting on the loom right now. This is sitting on the loom. You ready? This is picture 1. This is picture 2. Just look at that. Thank you, Thor. English is blood. Yes, Saridwin is Thorsenheim's mama. She is wonderful and amazing. I love her. And this is picture 3. She wove this. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so this week's prompt was freestyle. You guys could do whatever you wanted. Saridwin wove this towel, and she said that it was inspired by autumn. I didn't get any more description than that. But look at this. Look at the... I can't do that. You guys are so fucking talented. You guys are so fucking talented. Scooge, I'm looking at you to paint something. I'm looking at you. Scooge. Looking at you. And fucking, wow. What is on a... Who's on a budget? We did. Shut up, guys. I love you. Will have had woven. What? Why are you on a budget? Someone asked about my... Shut up. Budget. You guys are ridiculous. I love you. Anyway, look at this shit. Guys, this is amazing. I am so impressed. I want to watch people do this. Like, if you guys want to send me maybe 30 seconds to a minute of a clip of you making something, like this, like Scooge, if you wanted to send me 30 seconds to a minute of you painting something, please and thank you. Any of my drawing friends out there, any of you want to do like one of those time lapse, the sped up time lapse of you drawing something? Yes, please. While I know you stream your painting. I know you stream it. But like if you wanted to contribute to Between the Pages. If you wanted to contribute to Between the Pages and you didn't want to just submit pictures, like still pictures, time lapse, GIF, I don't know. I want everyone to see how talented you guys are. Leaf peepers, what are we talking about right now? I don't know what's going on in chat right now, but you guys are fucking amazing. You guys are so fucking, I'm blown away by this. Oh my god. We'll go back to Big Face. You want the hood back on? I was getting a little hot, but we could put the hood back on. It's fine. Saridwin. Holy shit. That is amazing. Next time, guys, if you want to submit something that you've made, knit, crochet, weave, send me like a little snippet. Have someone like video you doing that. I want to see it. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited. So like I said, this is my first freestyle for the community. Normally I give you a prompt and you don't have to like, it doesn't have to be something written. This isn't just writing prompts. If my prompt inspires you to create something, to draw something, to take a picture of something, Submit that. Describe it to me. Tell me why the prompt inspired you to do this particular work. And it can be any medium. I don't care if you sculpt it out of Play-Doh. I want to see it. I want to show it. I want to share it. Let's see this shit. Okay. I have no idea what's going on in chat, but that's amazing. Good night, Camaras. Thank you so much for stopping in. I hope you can catch us next time. Oh my goodness. My nose itches. Okay, I'm ignoring chat. Alright, so the next thing that we're doing. That was Saridwin. Holy fucking shit. So, right after Saridwin. By the way, Saridwin, obviously I would love to see like the finished product because those were obviously the works in progress. But next time, if you can get like a clip of you doing it, I don't care if it's time lapse, I don't care if it's like whatever. I want to see the finished project, whatever. I want to see it. That was amazing. I love it. I love it, guys. Yes. Oh. Anyway, let's get on. So our next submission comes from my best friend, my soulmate, Thorsenheim. Oh, I love you, Thor. You're amazing. You're so fucking amazing. Is anybody a poetry type here? Love to. Oh, Ryan, as it happens, we're about to get in some poetry. Thor submitted a prose piece. So let's get going. Thorsenheim, I love you so much. All right, so Thorsenheim's submission. Some context. I chose a particular, somewhat recent memory of mine, and I replayed it and attempted to view it from as many angles as possible. My intent here is to somewhat combine what we did for the greatest fear and first love challenges by writing about this memory with as much detail as possible, while leaving out the exact subject of the memory, but also taking the notes and other suggestions that you've given me in the past. Thorsenheim's actual thoughts race between my ears, conjuring up images that drift through the night like a warm breath on cold air. Memories flow like water over stone. Feelings well up like fire on fresh tinder. The blade feels heavy. The world is blurring. The night rushes past, distant lights leaving streaks in my vision. The blade arrives at its destination. The world is... shadow is unmarred and The world blurs, gravel crunches under shoe, the blade glides through the air like silk in a breezy window. Again, the shadow is unmarked. The world is spinning, twisting, and folding. Starlight glinting off the unforgiving steel, the blade unerringly sailing home. Again, the shadow is unmarred and unfading. Again, and again, and again, the world lurches, the blade dances, and the shadow is unharmed. Then the world falls away. There is no cold, no pain, no weight, no feeling, no memory. Thought. There is shadow. There is only damn, Thor. Fucking damn. I think you really do listen when I've given you advice before. This was absolutely beautiful. Now, could you do me one favor? Star, you need the last line? The last line is, there is only me. So, yeah. Thor, I need you to do me a favor. fuck were you describing? Okay? What the fuck were you talking about? I need to know these things. Because I kind of thought you were shaving. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were shaving. Here is our submission from Anonymous. Not cyber terrorist, cyber hacking, whatever they're called. Okay? This was anonymously submitted. Future generations will read history books with stories and pictures of heroes and crooks, tales of war, hate, and of kids locked in cages, immortalized on a few glossy pages. Stories of saviors, of protests, of right and of wrong, tales of apathy, of empathy, of weak and of strong, starkly depicted for all to see. On which side of history will you be? Will there be pride or shame on your grandchild's face when they learn of your role in all that took place? When asked what I did and who I stood by, I hope I can point to the heroes and say, I was right by their side. Holy crap. Anonymous person. This work, this poem, one, is so very strong. It is so powerful. It is unbelievably well done. Unbelievably well done. I can't even critique your formatting. You did so well. Like this is, your meter? It is, Rando comes in clutch. Exactly. Exactly. Anonymous submission comes in clutch. That was amazing. And very thought-provoking. And like I said, this is off the cuff. I don't have a whole lot that I can actually say here. Mods, remind me to change the timer on that, please. It was so good. It was so good. I can't even right now. I can't even. You are wonderfully talented. You know who you are. I know who you are. And I hope one day that I get to tell the world and give you the credit you deserve. I'm just saying. I like you, Rando, beautifully. I like you too. I like you a lot. I really, really do. That was amazing. It was beautiful. So since I can't really address the submitter, the author, I'm gonna have to continue on, but well done. Absolutely well done. So great news, guys. Instead of seeing my big face, we get to, for our next submission, see a picture submitted by our very own Eternal Totem. Totem, you're amazing. You're wonderful. Look at this, guys. He actually submitted a description as well, but I wanted you guys to have time to look at this. Like, I'm gonna like have to turn my overlays or something off so like you can see better. Where are my overlays? I don't want that messing you up. What about? It's up so bad. Oh. What about those? No, that's not it. What about those? No, that's not it. Son of a... That's not it. That's not it either. What about that? Aha! I did it! Yay! Totem, no hiding. There's no hiding here. So Totem submitted this description for his picture. This speaks to me a lot. It is a train track that has been abandoned. I understand being of use and then being discarded like this train track. Used at one point that brought use to many, then when done, left alone. The tracks waiting to be used, not knowing when they have stop of use. Years passed and slowly you no longer look the way you used to. Litter, trees growing and breaking your tracks. Even exploring, I was not able to follow the track as there came a point I was unable to go back. But when all is said and done, you die and nature takes over. I hope that when it's over, some beauty may come from the vacuum I leave behind. Dude. Okay, so like, it's impossible for you guys to have known this part. You guys do know that I love trees, but you guys might not know that I love train tracks. When I was a kid, I lived close to the train tracks, and almost every day I would go and mods, can I get, thank you. I would go and walk the tracks. And I don't know what it is. It's just, there is so much beauty in train tracks and in trains and oh my gosh, it's amazing. My mods are wonderful. They're amazing. But do you see how beautiful this is? This picture is so fucking... Scooge, thank you so much for the resub. You are beautiful and wonderful. But look at this, guys. And like, he doesn't even hide the fact that there's litter. He doesn't even hide the fact that this is in disrepair. This used to be used so much, and now it's forgotten about. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so amazing and powerful. Oh. The shredded cup, def a nice contrast against everything else. Yes, yes, exactly. Totem, this was great. This was wonderful. Thank you so much. I did not get to clearly synthesize my thoughts on this, but this brought me so much joy. It really did. It really did. And I just want to linger on this picture, guys. Like, who's with me? Nature has reclaimed its own. Yes, Thor, fucking yes. I am blown away. Fucking blown away. There is no attempt to hide like the damaged bits of this, and it's beautiful. My writing sucks. I was working hard to get things into words and sometimes. No. You did wonderfully. You did wonderfully. This was a last minute, guys. This was absolutely last minute. I kind of yelled at Totem. I was like, why didn't you submit any photos? And Totem was like, I didn't know that I could submit photos. You can absolutely submit anything that you have ever created, guys. Anything you have ever created. I'm going to review it for, obviously, acceptability and appropriateness. Jesus, I can speak. I know words. You absolutely runneth. I kind of want you, like, shit, I put my box of soap upstairs. I kind of want you to, like, send me your TikToks. I don't have TikTok, guys. I'm too old for that shit. I want to see the swirlies of the soap that you make, whatever it is that has you so popular. Show me your art, because if you guys have not seen it, Raneth makes art. Her soap is art. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to take away from Totem's submission here by saying this, but like, I want you guys to know that anything that you create is art. And people don't seem to understand that literature is not just written words. Literature is everything that you can consume. It is food. I was telling Chef Steve earlier, I want him to be inspired by a prompt. Fucking, he's not in here, but you're all an artist. Yes, Scooge, that's exactly what I'm saying. You guys, I'm not getting TikTok. You guys are amazing. You guys create things, and anything that you create is art and literature. Literature, I literally, in a literature class, did an evaluation of video games. Video games is literature. You consume it. It is entertainment. You consume it. Paintings, literature. Manga, however you want to pronounce it, it's literature. If you can create it and it can be consumed in one way or the other, it is literature. And that is what a librarian, me, all right, I love you, Totem, mwah, but big FaceTime. That is what a librarian is for. I share literature. I get you in contact with literature in all of its forms. And that is why I'm here. And that is what I love so fucking much. That is why I love Thursdays. Thursdays are the best days because I get to spend it with you guys sharing literature. It's what I love. It's what I'm passionate about. And I am literally about to cry, guys, because I'm so passionate about literature. You guys are so fucking amazing. Like, I hope one day that I can get a category, like books and literature or something. I hope that I can get a Twitch category one day for books and literature. Fucking get that hashtag going. Sorry, my onesie's about to fall off. I get so worked up, guys. I really do. I'm gonna catch up in chat, and then we'll get to the next submission. I think it's our last submission, but we're not petitioning Nessa. Kiro, hello. I know. I'm glad that you're here, Kiro. I am so glad that you're here. I hope you catch the VOD, or please, guys, can I get a YouTube? Can I get command YouTube? Please, guys, if you have a YouTube account, please subscribe. It's absolutely free. You guys need to see the stuff that everyone has created. Everyone in this community. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It would mean the world to me. My YouTube means the world to me because my YouTube is all between the pages. That's all it is between the pages. So, and you're a heretic if you don't love the blood. Okay. It is pretty. You're inspired to create or capture a moment, then you're encouraged. Yes, your petition has been denied. Please forward all responses to this decision to support. No. Tracer, I love you. Yes, your soap is definitely art. For content, I'm the train track due to this has been my last month. Just getting slowly sweet. Oh, sweetie, you're amazing. You're wonderful. And I want to be here to support and encourage you. I really do. Each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. I haven't read a book in like 10 years. You don't have to read a book. You're sitting here consuming other people's art. That is literature, Spider. That is fucking literature. You are consuming art. You don't have to read a book. I listen to books. I don't have time to read. Secret right here. I don't have time to read. I don't have time to sit down and read any of my 700 plus books that I have. I don't have time. So I listen. I have overdrive say this every time. I have Overdrive and I listen to my books. Overdrive is a free app that you can download and put your library card information. Library cards are free. Go to your local library, get their library card. Excuse me. And put it into Overdrive and you have access to that library's entire repertoire of ebooks and audiobooks. It's free. Please do it. Love you so much. You guys are hilarious. I think we're hilarious. Everything is still useful to someone or something. I know the feeling of being discarded, as I'm sure others do, but I'm grateful that you chose to share, and I thoroughly enjoyed your perspective. Exactly. Hiro, you missed most of it. We have one more submission, but please check the VOD, and I will be uploading this VOD to YouTube in probably a week or so. It depends on my editor's schedule and workload. We don't rush my editor. We love him. Shout out failed. I wanted to get a nap in before the stream started, and I thought it started at 3. I'm sorry, sweetie. I live right, Raneth? Right? Check out the YouTube vid. Yep, you can catch it all on YouTube. Enjoy listening to creepypastas. Alright, do that. That is totally acceptable. Been looking for a good audiobook thing that isn't owned by Amazon. Scooch. Libby or Overdrive? I use Overdrive, but Libby is its like sister app. Do it. It's good and it's free. Have you read Anazi Goatman 1? I don't know what that means. Goatman 1. It starts at 2 Pacific, guys. 2 Pacific. If you're Mountain, it's 3. Don't worry, I'll just watch the VOD while I draw. Appreciate you, kiddo. Alright, so, now that I'm finally caught up in chat, I'm gonna get behind again because I'm going to do our last submission. Our last submission coming in super fucking late. I love you, Joe the Bearded Nerd. Super fucking late. Anyway. So Joe was supposed to redo one of his songs. He was supposed to, and I was so excited. And he didn't do it. This motherfucker didn't do it. So, I now have a poem to read to you. Joe, I love you. It's fine. But here is Joe the Bearded Nerd's submission. Let me go. Let me go. The weight on my shoulders is unbearable. Waves crashing from my back to my chest. Heavy, unrelenting, constant. My head struggles to remain upright. My eyes can't bear the pain. The air leaves my lungs and I gasp for a breath. This happens too often. Why? I just want to feel normal. I just want to sleep. I just want to live. Please, let me go. Joe? Joe. I didn't have time to review your work like I normally do. But when I read this morning, Joe, I don't know if it's because that I can relate. I can totally relate on a level that we're not even going to talk about, but I can totally relate. I don't know if that's why it hit so hard, but damn. Punch in the gut. But it's nice to know that I'm not alone. And I think that is one of the most important parts of art and of literature, is that it's a way to express yourself and express your pain and share it with people who may not be able to put it into words. And that's powerful to me. That's amazing. Impactful. And damn. Joe, if you want a critique, like I said, I didn't have time to review it the way I wanted to. Like I've told a couple of people before, your formatting is a little bit raw, but it's good. It totally depends on what you're going for here. It's an off-balance kind of meter. So I would write it more prose than the way you did, but it's fine. Totally workable. We got this. But yeah, if you ever want to work on this particular work or any particular work, I am always available. Please hit me up. It's hard for me when I'm on stream. Some people hit me up while I'm live, and I can look at it, but I can't really work with you that way. But I am available. Please join the Discord. And we can talk about it. Yeah, Oofy, we're here. Doing between the pages. I love seeing you. The off balance was intentional. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. That's good. What's up, Chewy? Okay, so, I know you guys are accustomed, and Joe, I really hope that I'm not taking away from you right now. I didn't have a whole lot to say because I didn't get all of my thoughts out on paper like I normally do. But I got 7 submissions, guys. That's crazy to me. Normally I get like 4 or 5, and they're all really great. They're all really great. But I wanted to take this time, and I wanted to be very intentional about taking this time, taking this moment to tell you I didn't submit this week. Every other week I've submitted, but I did not submit this week. And it's because I couldn't. I could not make myself create anything. And it was hard for me. I felt badly about myself. I felt like a fraud. I felt like a failure. I felt like I was failing you guys, my community, the people that I love. But my mental health has been in tatters lately, and I couldn't make anything. And I realized that like 2 days ago, I want to say. 2 days ago, I realized I hadn't made anything, and I couldn't even make myself do that. And then I realized that I needed to share that with you guys. Not for attention. I don't want attention. I do not want attention for this. What I want to share this with you guys for is because we're all struggling with our mental health. And I want you to know that I am not above that struggle. I struggle every day. And you guys are one of the reasons that I can get up and do anything in the morning. And that wasn't even enough for me to make something for you. And I felt bad. But I'm here to tell you that I don't feel bad about it anymore. Because I think that it's important that I tell you, do not feel bad if you can't get the energy, get the motivation to do something that you love. Because we've all been there. We all struggle. And I want you to know that you are not alone. I need you guys to know that. I hope you understand that this was not for me to get like a pat on the back or a hug or some sympathy. I don't want that. I want you guys to know that you are normal. You are loved. And you are not broken. Because you got up today. And you are here with us right now. Whether you are here with me live or you watch this later on the VOD, on YouTube, you are here with me now. And you are loved. So don't ever feel bad if you can't do something because your mental health says you need a break. Don't ever feel bad for that. And I want you guys to know that I love you. I'm gonna end the segment here. We'll do our post discussion chat so I can catch up in chat and talk to you guys who are live. But I want this segment to end here because I want you guys to know that this is about you. This is about this community that we are creating together, cultivating together, growing together. Because what do we like to say? Legends rise together. I need an LOTV in chat, please. I need a vibe. And I want you guys to know that you are fucking amazing. I am so glad that I am a part of this beautiful, wonderful team, Legends of the Vibe. Look them up on Twitter. Look them up on Discord. They are amazing people, and they have welcomed me into their community, and I cannot tell you how thankful I am for that, how grateful I am for that. Thank you, Misek. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here. I appreciate every single one of you that contributed. I was absolutely blown away. All of the new contributions, all the new artists, all of you, fucking amazing. Please keep it up. My goal is to get at least 10 submissions for paper cuts. I hope one day to reach that goal. And I hope it's soon. Oh God, Runneth, thank you. Thank you, sweetie. But yeah, I hope to reach it soon because I want to share so much with you guys. I almost forgot. Before we actually end the segment, next writing prompt. So it's not for next week. It's for the week after. That'll be April the 8th. April the 8th. All submissions will be due in Discord, either anonymously DM to me or in the Between the Pages channel. All submissions are due by midnight. Don't care what time zone you're in. Midnight on April 4th, and it will air on April 8th. Okay? So next prompt is where does your mind wander? I know it's super ambiguous, right? I know it's super wonderful and I love it. I don't know where I thought of it, but like where does your mind wander? Tell me a story about where your mind wanders. Tell me about a dream. Draw me a picture. Take a picture. Show me where your mind wanders. I want to know. So, thank you everybody for being here for episode 4 of Paper Cuts. It was amazing as usual. All my contributors, every submission was fucking incredible. If you want any more consultation on your submission or on a submission that you might want to put in, please let me know. I am available on Discord DM or the server, Parchment Mites. You guys are amazing. I love you so much. This community is beautiful and wonderful. Legends rise together. I love you all so much. And I'll catch you next time.